We're shaking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more Morten Harket. Indeed, another Morten Monday, and we're back to the Letter from Egypt album, 2008. And we're up to A Name is a Name. I've talked about tautologies before, so I'll be limited here, but tautologies are true statements or propositions in a semantic sense where a particular piece of information or a suggestion is reiterated. It's basically a restatement of the same thing as an assertion. But here's the thing, as self-evident and almost redundant as they are, oftentimes the usage of a tautology is done for didactic purposes. There's some lesson or like meaning that you can draw from the tautology. So, you know, the one often invoked is it's not over till it's over. Well, of course it's not over till it's actually over, but the essence of saying that is don't give up, don't stop, don't just, pull back and just let, your defeat or failure to achieve something happen. Keep working away. You never know what might happen. Maybe things will swing heavily another way. Maybe some technicality will push things in your favor. So the essence of saying it's not over till it's over is like, hey, don't lose hope. Continue doing what you're doing. Be professional about it. Who knows what can happen? So, tautologies are often like that. There's some essence of a meaning imbued within the phrase. So in this context, a name is a name. I feel like you could go some different ways, but immediately what comes to mind is the idea, well, like, look, a name is a name. Like, it's a label, it's something that you can call something, but it is not the comprehensive reality of that thing or that person. It's not the entire story. There may be ambiguities or aspects of it that are not encompassed by that label, or perhaps there are aspects or characteristics that run contrary to the typical understanding of that label, that name. So yeah, I feel like it could be in a way saying we don't take the name that we're using in this context too seriously, or don't draw too many inferences from it. But yeah, perhaps it could go the other way. It's like, like a name is a name for a reason. People end up getting called something, there's usually a reason behind that. So perhaps a name is a name, and that name tells you a lot. So perhaps it'll be neither of those things, but it is a tautology, and I feel like somewhere inside of that there's going to be meaning that may have emotional or social relevance. So I'll stop talking, we'll listen to it. This is Morten Harket. The tune is A Name is a Name, and it's from the 2008 album Letter from Egypt.
A name is a name, but your name's in the night. Call on your sleep, where your soul comes alight. I could be there by your side. I would walk and you could fly. And I'm counting these days where I'm taken aside. I'm not losing my pride, I just left it outside. 'Cause I can't fight these waves, there's an ocean behind. Thought I looked you in the eye, but you came up from behind. A name is a name, I know your name's in the night. This could be a dream. This could be the dream of the angels above. To fly on the wings of a woman in love. This could be the dream of the angels above. To fly the wings of a woman in love. You could be here by my side, I wouldn't even, you could fly. And I'm counting these days where I'm taken aside.
breakdown. That bass is crazy. Like seriously, the low end of that surprised me at a couple points. And when it went into that ascendant section, which it's talking about like angels and flying and these are the dreams of angels, it felt very apropos. Although again, the bass still had this electric grind to it, even as it went floating away. So really top tune. Absolutely enjoyed that one. Not quite sure what's happening lyrically, because again, the main line with the tautology phrase, I didn't hear the last line of the last word of the follow-up line. It seemed like the key word. So I'll have to listen to that again. Again, I'm sure some people will comment, and then I mentioned before, if somehow, even after multiple listens and people commenting, it's still not entirely clear what's being said, I usually look online. Although in some cases, again, like Cocteau Twins and so on, it's like, yeah, you could look online, it's debatable at best. Nevertheless, a cool tune sonically and a very emotional track, even if I'm not sure exactly the lesson of that emotion. So do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.